Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today again I'm back with another interesting video. This video is for somebody who is facing some choices in life. Today's video is going to be completely in English because some viewers from Instagram reached out to me, and since my channel is not very big, auto dubbing wasn't available. They could not understand what was being spoken and they were desirous of watching this video. Okay, so this one's dedicated to them. Let's see how it goes. What are these choices that you're facing currently in your life? This reading is going to be about that. It's a collective reading, so it might not resonate with all, but here we go. What's the first choice that you have? Interesting. Okay, and what is the second choice that you face? Okay, what is this third choice that's facing you? Okay, all these choices are turning out to be very interesting. But before I elaborate on any one of them, I would like to know what would happen if you go with choice number one. How will it pan out for you? And what will happen if you go with choice number two? How will it pan out for you? Okay. And what will happen if you go with choice number three? Now we are faced with a tough choice here. You know what's happening in choice number one is that you've been hurt in the past. You are done with this situation. Okay, so you want to end this situation. Now, if this is a career, if it's some kind of business, then you have suffered losses over and over, and you haven't fared very well in this profession of yours. So here you're very disappointed, very disheartened, and you're wondering what to do next. But then the clarity that's coming in your mind eventually is that this has come to the end of the cycle. So what you can do about the situation is either you have to start over, or it's time to diversify, or it's time to upskill yourself. Okay, so what will happen if you put an end to this situation, if you put an end to this scenario, break away from this? So what is happening is there's a lot of clarity coming into your life. That is what is happening. Now, if it is a relationship, even then, it seems you have done your best, but you have always been backstabbed. So this is a situation where you are disheartened, you're down in the dumps, and you don't know what to do about it. And you are over this person almost. So you're wondering whether you should be carrying the weight of this kind of relationship further. And what's happening if you put an end to it? If you decide to move on, there's a lot of clarity coming into your mind. And you will start giving more importance to yourself again. Okay, there is self-love coming in. There is this deep cry coming from within you to take note of things, to clear all this burden from your life, whether it's a relationship or a career. It has not been serving well for you. And you know what you're doing over here? You'll get to cut the cords from this unpleasant situation. Okay, so choice number one is clearly putting an end to something and going towards something new. You're craving for a fresh start, my friend, and you're ready to cut the cords. So that is what is happening, and it is bringing a lot of clarity into your life. Now, the second situation is very interesting. Here you seem to be wanting to balance two things in your life. Now, this could be a career, this could be a relationship, and you feel you can do it all. If it's only career, then also you are considering something else. Maybe a side quest or a part-time job. So you are thinking of adding on something in your career, or if it's career and relationship, then yes, you feel that even though career is very demanding, you can afford to give time to the other person, and somehow you can do it all, you can balance it. Although it's a very delicate balancing act that you're doing over here, it's very taxing, and initially you are overwhelmed with the thought of how you are going to accomplish this. However, if we look at this card, then an angel is coming in to help you out over here. And the angel is bringing balance into your life just the way you have been trying to accomplish. Okay, so this is your choice number two. So if it is a side quest, if you are done with the previous situation, if you are thinking that let me add something, let me diversify, let me try something new in my life, or do some upskilling, then yes, you're up for it right now. And you have the energy also and inspiration coming in. And the source of this inspiration seems to be the angel who is telling you that if you choose this path, then there's going to be balance eventually in life. There will be calmness, there would be healing, okay? And you will be less restless. So that is all about your choice number two. Now, choice number three. Now, here, my dear friends, you feel unfulfilled, okay? Similar feelings as compared to this, however, this is slightly different. Now, this choice is wherein you are not completely putting end to something that you have built so far, but yes, for the time being, you need to move away from it. So, if it's a career, then you want to take a break, you need to get away in some way. In choice number three, it's a break that you desire from your situation, okay? And please don't confuse this with situation number one, because here you want a clean break, you want to put an end to the situation. Here you're thinking of somehow maintaining the delicate balance between two scenarios that you are thinking about. And here you need a break from this scenario. You know, you are aware that you have already put in a lot of efforts and you don't want to walk away from everything. Okay, now is not the time, now is not the point. But at the same time, you need some kind of healing, some kind of fulfillment. So this break can be, a form of sabbatical, or it can be a brief vacation, okay? Or it feels like you have been carrying a lot of burden on your head, okay? You've been managing a lot of things on your own, so you want to move away from that, okay? And what is it resulting in? Now when you move away, what's happening is somebody else is coming to share this burden, okay? Whatever you have built so far, you will be handing over the responsibilities to somebody else while you take this time away from the main thing. And this is leading to delegation of your responsibilities. So basically it's leading to lightening of your burdens. Now the universe is telling you to put down all this burden that you've been carrying for so long. You need a break, okay? If it's a relationship, even then you want a little time out, okay? Because a lot of burden you have been carrying on your shoulders alone. And if it's time out you require, you're not ready to walk away at the moment from all of this. But even if you want to revisit it, you understand that your feelings are very muddled right now. You're not in a frame of mind where you can, take such major decisions of your life. So that is why you need a perspective. And for this perspective to come to your mind, you know that you have to walk away, move away for some time. Okay, so these are the energies that I'm sensing over here. Okay, now let's look for some insights for choice number one. Wow, this is about choosing your path. Like I said, you're thinking of, starting something new, and the universe is telling you all is possible. Okay, so this is for the first choice. A lot of clarity is coming to you soon, and good that you have realized that something is coming to an end. It's no longer serving the purpose, and you are on the cusp of choosing your path, which way to go. And that is when the universe comes in with the assurance that anything and everything is possible. Okay, what if you pick choice number two? What happens then? What are the insights? In the flow, everything is smooth sailing. So, another encouragement over here, be in the flow. Don't stress too much about how you're going to manage these two scenarios that you're thinking of. If you go for choice number two, because it's like a combination of two or more things, it's like a balancing act that you will be performing. So, what the universe is assuring you is that go with the flow. Because if you're in the flow, then everything will work out. And the universe is supporting you in the form of this angel, okay, coming in to assist you. So, eventually, it will have a peaceful ending. What about you choose path number three? What happens then? What are the insights for you? Okay, for path number three, gates of triumph. Okay, see what you're passing through over here. Success expands in your life. Why? Because it's bringing in more clarity. When you move away from a chaotic situation, you're able to see clearly like which path is best for you. You get a third person's perspective at times, and it all adds up. It helps in clearing the scenario, it helps in understanding your position in a better manner. Okay, so here are your three choices: putting an end to something that's bringing in clarity, trying to accomplish this balancing act, which is very challenging in the beginning, it's difficult, but you are coming through. The angels will assist you, and you will have a peaceful resolution to this situation. And here is Eight of Cups, where you want to move away from things temporarily to get a better and a bigger picture. And that's panning out in lessening of your burdens. And what do the witches have to say about this choice that you have to make? Any insights from the witches of the forest? Let's see. I think it makes sense. The revealed depth. You're not entering deeper, the deeper is opening to you. Can you see over there how heavy the overall energy is? You're trying to get a breakthrough over here. So that means you are at a point where you understand that your path is digressing, that there are choices ahead, and you're just confused like which will pan out better for you. But then you are aware of this subtle change that is coming into your life. You're aware of it. Okay, so it hasn't caught up unawares. You already evaluating the options, but you were just confused about how the things will pan out. Okay, whether you should be choosing a fresh path, or you should be doing two, three things simultaneously which you feel you will be able to accomplish, or whether it's walking away from a situation temporarily to think more clearly. Okay, so let's seek some help in manifesting your path. Okay, any insights from the divine regarding the manifestations? Okay, wow. Work through your feelings. This resonates deeply with what the witches had to say. You are in a state wherein you're thinking already very deeply, and you know that it's an important turning point in your life. And you cannot be very emotional when you're thinking about these kind of things which will have long-term impact on your life. So you have to first work through your feelings. You have to be in a frame of mind where you can decide for yourself and then proceed in that direction. Now let's take the help of angels. That shall be the last card. That might help you choose better. Okay, what angels have to say about your situation. Here's angel amethyst. And amethyst is known for intuition. Again, you're being encouraged, constantly not to think with a very muddled head. Okay, you need to clear your thoughts first. So meditation is recommended, walking meditation is recommended, spending time alone with yourself is recommended. And what the archangel has to say is purify your life with love and prepare for something better. So my dear friends, I'm very happy for you that no matter what path you take, all of them are panning out really well. If you know anything about future, it's all just a set of possibilities. And sometimes we get very paranoid about what path to take. But then it all turns out well in the end because we are divinely guided. Our guardian angels are there to help us out on our paths. And here also, whatever you are choosing, Once you choose well and you become more decisive about your choice, I think that is what will make a lot of difference. Okay, so prepare for something better, and that is why this choice has been thrown at you also. And that is why you're thinking of so many options, and that's the exact reason why you're here. So, whether it's a relationship or it's your career, since the message is for the collectors, it's very difficult to decipher it according to each person's needs on such kind of a platform. I did my best over here, and I hope you're satisfied with your reading. Maybe you got some guidance out of it. And if you did, I would request you to like, share, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and I would like to have your feedback on whether I should continue my videos in Hindi or English. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care.